The quick throw by Burrow is complete. Oh, eluding the tackle. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 19 yards right off the bat. And a quick first down. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
A nice little juke. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And 26 big yards on that one. It's another first down. Once he broke through that first wave of defenders, there was a pretty big gap there for him to run.
And it helps that they were in a dime defense. That's 6 defensive backs. So this is why a lot of teams now are searching for those linebacker safety combo type guys who can add a little bit more size on the defensive side of the ball, but can still run as well. Because when you run against 6 DBs with some bigger offensive linemen, you often get this result.
Now Burrow. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
Boy, no problems getting down the field here on this opening drive. They've looked really sharp in the early going, and they've come up with some big plays already. Here's another that's going to set up first and goal.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. A great effort there. His third rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. And they do exactly what they wanted to. Opening drive, they get into the end zone. They do it on the ground.
And not only is the person lugging the ball happy, of course, because he got it into the end zone. How about the offensive linemen and receivers who are blocking for him? They have to feel great about themselves, sticking it in the end zone on a running play.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. A tough spot here, 3rd and 15. Well, looks like they'll move things around here. Well, now they'll try the end around. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. First carry now for Alexander Madison. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
19 Tiger, 19, 16 average, 16, 18, Pioneer.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete. The Vikings sit 1-5, really struggling here to start the year. They come into this one knowing it's been a while since they've had a W. They have dropped 4 in a row.
Let me tell you, when you go a month, partner, in this league, without a victory, it gets tough to come to work every day. And in addition, you start to wonder about your job security as well.
And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Oh, he still makes a catch, even though it was tapped by the linebacker. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Sometimes it pays to be lucky rather than good. That was not even the intended receiver on that pass.
But still able to haul it in for the reception. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line. Now, this defense for the Bengals, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
2nd down and 4. Quickly to Addison here. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Well, that'll be enough to keep the drive moving forward. Another 1st down on the pickup of 5 yards. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready, because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Cowboy 80. Cougar 19.
Here's 2nd and 8. Throw to the right, hauled in by Addison. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. 3 catches last week. He's got 3 in the 1st quarter here tonight. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And a top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go.
Mustang 19. Tight. 19 tight.
They'll drop to throw. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. This one tough. They need 9 yards on 3rd down.
19 Lions.
Back to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up fourth down.
Joseph's got it, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That goes for a gain of 31.
I don't care what level of football you played. This one was a universal, wasn't it? When we were kids and we played touch football, remember we get in these positions and you just say, everybody go along and hope someone would come free.
1-1, ready?
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. And Daniil Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground. So a nice bounce back there defensively after giving up the big play.
Yeah, you can either get down on yourself or you can get motivated. And that time, they dropped him for a loss. So I would say that they got motivated and made the play.
Here we go.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Here's a handoff out of the gun. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. That'll bring up 3rd and 8.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry. And they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. 1st down. Here's Burrow. This pass complete to Higgins. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll make it 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 2, ready?
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5.
Gotta go score. Let's go.
The slot man in motion right. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Now they go play action now. Burrow able to find the open man. That's complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
And time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
11.
Here's Burrow. Dancing to his left. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals add 6 to their lead. Well, he scrambled outside of the pocket, wondered what was going to happen there. He fired a dart. That's what happened.
He certainly did. Scrambled left, looked left, and then left it in the receiver's hands with some dispatch.
In the receiver's hands, in the end zone for the score. Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10.
Check smash.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that's complete to K.J. Osborne. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll look to throw here. And that'll be incomplete.
Now, that's absolutely terrific technique right there by the corner. Exhibit A. Zone coverage. Knew where his man was in relation to the football at all times and made a nice play.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. On 3rd down, they run with Madison. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking 1st down. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half.
Here we go.
Back to the ground on 1st down. Here's Madison. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. He'll look to throw. Complete. Jefferson the target. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
2nd and 4. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10.
18 Rattler. Make something happen. Come on. 70 Ranger.
They'll look to throw again. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Here we go.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Panther 60. 60 Maverick. 18 Pioneer.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to go down. sacked right around the 17. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. And now an audible here into something else. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the first down. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
Nice call on defense, rolling out the nickel package for that big 3rd down play, and they did an excellent job locking down coverage and forcing him to try and run for it, and he doesn't get there, which brings up a big 4th down call.
The kick by Joseph is good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just 1 play. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. Kennedy now out of his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Here's Madison getting it again on 2nd. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 71 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hawkinson. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Here's Madison running on 1st down. And they're knocking on the door now. There's a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. Another carry now for Madison. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. 3 red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on 2nd and goal here.
Cougar 19. Come on, you can do it. Dragon 60. 79 Broncos.
Looking to throw. This is caught. Touchdown, Vikings. Alexander Madison, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings are back within a couple of the lead. The Vikings leave the offense on the field as they're going to line up and go for 2. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Stay tough, boys. Stay tough.
The Vikings leave the offense on the field as they're going to line up and go for 2.
Viking 18. Check.
They'll try and run it here. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going.
But, Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. But I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. The quick throw by Burrow is complete. So the completion gets him just a yard, and it's 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
From the 43, here's a 2nd down and 9.
Play action. It's Burrow. They'll roll him out right. And he'll just get rid of it. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46.
10 yards there on a Bengal first.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, That's a really important pickup there on third down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 46. Now here's a throw. It's complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
On 2.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 6. They go play action with Burrow. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over at that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's not locked in, that means everyone's locked in because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. Burrow on play action. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Here we go.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Bengals are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. So a heck of a drive right there with the game potentially hanging in the balance.
A very good drive, and now conversion to make it a 2-score game and a solid lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes this a 9-point game. The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
I wonder if they're wandering back to the huddle thinking to themselves, can we just hit rewind and go back a play? Definitely not the down they wanted to begin this drive by giving up a sack. But for the defense, that's exactly how they drew it up.
They'll look to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Mustang 19. Hurt. 19 tight, 19 tight. 19 Lions.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And that went to the right side and incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
Completes this to Addison out left.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. They'll come to the line here, needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Panther 11, Panther 11.
Back to throw again. That is caught. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down.
Over the middle and complete to Addison.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. They'll look to throw now on first down. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
60.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10.
The throw out wide going to be incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
He'll drop to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they are able to stop it, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
Henderson will score. Touchdown, Vikings. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long, because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense, because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Greg Joseph on for the extra point. And the lead is down to 2. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
And Burrow going to change the play.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground.
And he'll be stopped at the 46. Gain of 3.
The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield.
It looks like one of the DBs has it.
And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
Partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit because all the defensive guys were a little chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure.
2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run 1st down.
And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
11 MT.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this 3rd down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the 1st down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Now it's Burrow. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he will have a Bengals 1st down, and it's celebration time on that sideline, and they've earned it.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
Burrow down to a knee, and that should be the final act of this one.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right? Just us against the world and get it done. How happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one.
Well, you really can't ask for much more than what we just had here. Not only a close game that went down to the wire, Charles, but a clean one, too. No turnovers in this contest.
And I think you're exactly right about that. To me, this is just a pair of offenses trying to find the slightest bit of separation from each other. And they were both hoping that the other side would make the big mistake first. But today, neither side made that mistake. And what we got, a very entertaining game throughout.
So for Cincinnati, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, things are definitely going south quickly as they fall now to 1-6. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.